Welcome back to the third episode of the podcast, Hiatus Hangout. But this time it's very special and different. We have a mutual friend, a close friend of ours, the Nigerian scammer. Some call him the Nigerian warlord, but we call him Baba or Baba Tunde. Baba Tunde, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. I am good.
Okay, well, I mean, obviously.
Can you show me the way?
Okay,
is the
this is
way?
gonna be the first episode with our close friend, obviously the scammer himself. But he has a few interesting ideas, and I guess they're a bit, controversial. But we'll get to that soon. Wolf, can you hit off and start with episode one? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Question one. Let's go.
Yep. Sure thing. All right then.
Let's go.
New gen shonen versus old gen shonen. Which is better? Babatunde, do you want to start this off?
Oof. Probably, I'll say old gen, to be honest.
Old gen.
Yeah, can't lie. New gen is like, what do we have? Like, My Hero?
Actually,
That's all that
to be
Jujutsu
fair, my hero, the first few seasons, I think they are actually pretty good. They're comparable to old gen. But season 4 onwards, I agree. It's not the best. We've got Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, MH, anything else?
Okay, I mean, I'm
Anything
not that
else?
controversial. I think it's quite simple for me. Obviously, all three of us watched anime as a kid, and I think we all think that the new gen is kind of like not as good as the old gen, because there's the element of like, oh, when we watch as a kid, there's more like value to it. We learn more from it. So, I mean, let's just have a list of the old ones, right? We have the big four, or in this case, the big three. Dragon Ball's really old gen. Then we have Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. In my opinion, Naruto's my favorite of all time. But objectively speaking, I think One Piece is the greatest anime ever, like ever written. And out of like the new gen, well, firstly we have to, figure out what is new gen. What's the cutoff in time for new gen and old gen? Because Naruto actually ended in like 2016, and One Piece is still now.
New gen
So,
would be any of the new shows where they're in the format of 12 to 24 episodes every year, rather than the like ongoing weekly episode format.
Okay, so animes that started around like 2015, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
within the last 10 years, probably, yeah.
Last 10 years, yep.
Yeah, 2015, last 10 years they've been doing that. So the only anime I can religiously say that I've watched every single time it came out, on the day it came out, and I was waiting for it, was Classroom of the Elite. You guys already know my hatred. Well, I know Wolf does. He knows my hatred for Jujutsu Kaisen. I think it's so shit. I don't know how much I hate it.
What the hell?
I know Baba Tunde. I don't think I've explained it to him, but
You're trolling, bro.
I hate it. I'm not trolling. It's so shit. Sakuda's so crap. I'm so sorry. He's asked, bro. Just pulling something out of thin air, and it's just apparently he's at 10% power forever. And then did he die at 15% power? He didn't get to show the rest of it. I don't know. But
Did he what?
nah, it's that classic meme where in the manga Wait, have you read the manga?
Joe. That's what.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
have I?
damn it.
I don't think I have.
Oh, that's why I'm so sorry.
To be honest, yeah.
And
To be honest,
accidentally spoiled it for me as well, so like.
spoiler warning. Nice one, man. To be honest, I liked the first season 2, but season 3 was like the action and stuff was good. Yeah, it was great. But in terms of like story wise, I didn't feel like connected, to be honest, to the characters. It kind of dropped off. Can't lie.
That's the same thing.
What
That's the same thing.
do you think that was? No. I mean, in terms of season 1, wouldn't you agree the story wasn't also that great either?
But
Yeah, it was like a bit basic, to be honest. But
yeah,
I don't know. There was something about it. It felt good. But I don't know. Especially like Shibuya arc, I felt a bit disconnected with the characters, but the action was like
back-to-back action. It was kind of surface level. I agree. It didn't feel like there was more. It felt like back-to-back fights rather than a plot happening.
Yeah.
And then something happened at the end of the season.
Actually, I have read the manga. I liked.
Okay, there we go. Now you know.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. If I remember correctly.
Like,
I think the problem with new.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah,
the main problem with new gen MH is that
Yeah.
it's all like for shock value and factor and like aesthetics. So like if the crazy animation set piece happens, right, everyone's posting it all over Twitter or Instagram, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's this? I want to watch the show." They check it out, and they're like, "Okay, we need more action back to back, ADHD." You know that whole quick back to back kind of thing. That wasn't the
Yeah,
case back in
I
the day.
understand.
Back in the day with OGen, you'd have a weekly format, a slow build up of characters and story, and then you'd have a big payoff, which would be the crazy set piece scenes. Nowadays, it feels like everything's rushed and everything is surface value rather than slowly built up and paid off. And I think that's the reason why Babatunde couldn't even connect to season 2. It was just back to back to back. It wasn't really developing the characters or spending time with them. So I think because of that, I'd definitely say old gen, without a doubt, destroys new gen from a storytelling perspective.
I mean, yeah, there definitely is are a few new gens that are like really good, you know. Couple diamonds, you got a Freerin, you know. Some of my favorites. You
I'd
got
argue Freeman's overrated, but yeah, continue.
nah, you're capping.
Heavily
Freerin, I don't know.
overrated. Heavily overrated, but continue.
He's just not into that genre, that's what it is.
No. My favorite isekai is Mushoku Tensei, okay? I'd
Yeah.
argue it's one of my favorite shows of all time. Freerun is also technically a fantasy, maybe not an isekai. It's in that same realm. And it is a good show, don't get me wrong, but the amount of hype for it is unprecedented for no reason.
Yeah.
No
Bro.
reason. I'm not trolling. I kid you not. I'm not trolling. It is
I
not
mean,
anime of the year, let alone anime of the decade. It is Free Ren is just it I think appeals to people who like old girls that look like little girls, basically.
Babatunde is
Elves,
a
yeah.
Nigerian warlord. He probably does like that sort of stuff. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. He's
Speaking
not.
of which, a little bit off topic, what do you think of Anime of the Year? Do you know what it is?
I don't even know what
What
it
one
is. Go
anime of the
on.
year
Solo Leveling.
for
Okay.
2025?
Yeah, this year I think.
I can't lie. That shouldn't be anime of the year.
That's just
So,
Solo Leveling. That's like basic,
It's so
Solo
basic.
Leveling is like
so
anime
basic,
McDonald's, bro.
man.
Like it's like anime like junk food, basically. That's what Solo Leveling is.
The thing is, it's just literally like popularity contests, like
Yeah,
nowadays compared to
it's so
before.
basic, and it's crazy because like I speak to my family about it because we watched it together, and I've read the manga, so I know everything that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Sorry, not the manga, the manhwa. Sorry, the Korean
the
version.
manhwa, yeah.
And my brothers are going off like, oh, so sick. I'm like, what? Wait, what just happened? I just see two lights fighting, two little blurs
Yeah.
fighting each other. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any hand to hand, you know, combat. There's no
Bro,
taijutsu, bro.
it's just
It's
aura,
so
man. It's just
rubbish.
aura, isn't
It
it?
is aura. Jinwoo just
That
comes in,
character,
loses
when he started,
emotion,
was instantly.
like
I
he
mean,
loses
also,
some emotions, and then he gets
Yeah.
stronger. Then there's an ant, he gets stronger. Then there's this person, he gets stronger. Like there's nothing for me to be like, oh, I think he's in trouble. Oh, I think he's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. I'm so sorry. It's just
Eh,
so rubbish. It's so mid. I'd rate it like a six and
that
a half to
yeah,
7.5 out of 10. The music, I like the season one opening, and that's it. I don't know any OSTs. I don't know anything else that I've connected with. There's other animes out there I can sing like bar for bar, word for word, their intros or outros. All the OSTs are like bop to, you know what I mean? Like bomb my head to. But yeah,
yeah. I
Solo
know
I
what you
Leveling
haven't
mean.
watched that.
it's just a
Hmm.
whole lot of
No,
mid.
but the thing is, Mono, with Solo Leveling being anime of the year, it's actually segues into the next question. So
Go
that
on.
question is, do you think anime would be as big as it is without Attack on Titan? And my thoughts on it is, it probably still would have, because I think when Chainsaw Man dropped and when Jujutsu Kaisen dropped and then now Solo Leveling, right? I don't think it needed Attack on Titan's response to have garnered that much of a fan base in such a short amount of time, because like you said previously in a draft podcast that Jujutsu's Gojo's looks alone, right, first trapped a bunch of girls into watching it, like
Yeah.
the whole Korean fan base, and then obviously the power and fights brought a bunch of new kids into watching it too, because it was like a modern anime, and it used a lot of modern day culture memes and stuff. So I think that's what new animes play off of. Solo Leveling does that. Jujutsu Kaisen does that, Chainsaw Man does that, but I think Attack on Titan just amplified that before
Mm.
this new wave anime came in.
When
But
did
you guys
Attack on
already
Titan
mentioned
even drop? It's like
when
2013 or
Like
something.
2013, I
2013.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
it's in
Attack on Titan
between
was
New Gen,
2013.
Old Gen, right in between. Yeah,
I
Yeah, I'm
mean,
pretty
there's
sure it's
definitely
Attack on
been
Titan.
anime before that came out, like Fullmetal Alchemist, Monster, Code Geass, all that stuff is, yeah,
They were all as
definitely way,
significant as
way,
big.
yeah.
They're
I
probably
don't
better
think
on it.
they had
No, but I don't
as
think
big as
cultural
effects.
impact is what he's trying
Yeah,
to say. Like,
culture
did they
impact.
get into the
Yeah,
mainstream? Because I've never heard of Monster before you blew it up. You know what I mean? I remember you
yeah,
spoke
exactly.
about it. You were like, "Oh, but you're talking about like I mentioned Classroom of the Elite to you in like 21 or 22, and then you said, "Oh, but there's another anime with another smart guy set around like wartime era or something like World War Two,
Yeah,
and it's called Monster." And I was like, "Oh, okay, let me watch it." I've never heard of that before. I've never heard other people speak about it as well. Like the casual fan would it have been as big? The casual fan knows Attack on Titan. They just do. I could probably go to the street right now, ask the next 5 random people, do they know Attack on Titan? I'm pretty sure one of them's gonna know, as long as they're within like the sort of age group. But if it's Monster, I think I can ask the next 150 people.
No one
I
would know.
wouldn't get a single person saying, "Oh yeah, I've watched Monster." It's with that
yeah.
blonde-haired dude that manipulates everyone and everyone thinks he's dead or whatever as a kid, But then again, it's not
The
like that mainstream. There's been amazing animes, like you said, Code Geass. But what we're trying to say, I think, with this question is, would it have been as big, like the anime industry? I am gonna say no, only because we can't tell or we can't know. We're in this reality where Attack on Titan came out. It was so big. Everyone in school started speaking about it, like secondary school. We were like what, 11 years old, 12 years old when it came out, and then everyone we know from 11 to like 16 was watching it. Before then, me and Wolf, very cringe. We used to watch Naruto and we used to anime run with our hands behind our back, and everyone laughed at us all the time, like on the hallways and whatever, and called us cringe. Rightfully so, it was cringe, but we're just kids. We're like seven
primary
years
school
old,
man.
right? We're
Yeah,
in primary.
yeah.
We're like 7 years old, 8 years old, getting laughed at. But then it became
MH, you
suddenly a
remember when
trend.
Abby told us for like months for doing that?
Yeah, I know. He didn't let it go, man. He said it like a year
Yeah,
or two
he
later as
couldn't let
well.
it
It's
go.
so
He
annoying. He
couldn't let
couldn't
it
let
go.
go. But one of our friends even laughed at us for doing it. He wasn't being super serious, but it was just like it was a bit cringy. But Attack on
Yeah,
Titan,
yeah.
when it came out, there was a lot of people who you'd never guess watch anime, and they'd come to me and be like, "Yo, have you watched the latest episode of this called Attack on Titan?" And they heard about it before even I did. Like I knew it was coming soon, but it became so big and so mainstream. The big thing with anime is that the train stations get covered in murals and posters and all sorts and adverts with certain animes such as Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Or Demon Slayer. I think
Mm.
that only ever happened outside of Japan with Attack on Titan. With even Lego. Lego was about to make an Attack on Titan. I'm pretty sure they didn't and it fell through. But a big company in the West like Lego to interact with an anime like Attack on Titan just shot its popularity through the roof. So I think we're in the reality where Attack on Titan was so big, we can't actually say if it was gonna be big, the anime industry, without Attack on Titan.
Exactly.
It's so
I don't
hard
know if
to
you know
imagine.
this, but Call of Duty actually had like a DLC skin pack with Attack on Titan characters. So
Bro,
it
Isn't it?
became
yes.
universal. Yeah, it became universal. But Babatunde, back to you on that point. Do you agree with that? Like it being as impactful as it would have been without Attack on Titan, or not?
The thing is, Attack on Titan is not like other anime. Like it appeals to a wider population, I would say. It doesn't have like fan service and stuff. And I think it's a lot closer to TV series compared to other anime. So
Definitely.
yeah, definitely put anime out there to like the Western side, I
Definitely,
guess.
definitely. I mean, yeah, it was like the gateway drug, innit? But I'm sure some people would have
Yeah.
seen that and then
Hmm.
became degenerate and started watching
I mean,
Doji
yeah.
because
I mean,
after
even
it, like,
I mean, even
so like
stuff like Death Note and stuff as well. Probably.
exactly.
Uh,
Oh, do you think Death Note did it better than Attack on Titan, or Attack on Titan did it better?
Okay, I think I'm gonna hop in first. Sorry, Day and Wolf, but I think Death Note was the first thing that people, when I was a kid, actually, even before Attack on Titan, you just reminded me of memory. Everybody who
Yeah,
didn't watch anime watched Death Note, and they watched it in English dub. And I think I've said this on the
yeah,
last
yeah.
podcast. I watched
Mm,
Death Note in English dub, and so did same thing with Dragon Ball because I didn't like that annoying high pitched Japanese lady's voice for Goku. So sorry. Um,
mm.
But dub was the first time, dub in Western society was usually really like frowned upon to watch it. Like, where in here we should probably listen to it in Japanese, the authenticity behind it, right? Because it came from Japan. When dub came out, Death Note did it the best. I
Yeah,
remember there's a
I agree
YouTube
with that.
video on it. Yeah, there's a YouTube video on it based on the German dub, the English dub, and the Japanese dub of Light Yagami's laugh or the cackle that he did when he was caught by Nia at the end, on the second season. And he's just laughing away maniacally. And the English dub just chills. I can listen to it to this day, like a whole 15 years later, and still have the chills on my arm. And I was like, damn, wait, you don't watch anime. How do you know about Death Note and English dub? They're like, oh, it's an English. They did it. You know what? It's crazy. They didn't call it a cartoon, which really annoyed me. They said a cartoon, not even an anime, because it was an English dub. They just assumed there's a regular cartoon. Like, it was so
Yeah, yeah.
jarring. But
It
that's the thing. It put itself out
Respect
there
for it.
so much. Yeah, they had like they had the liking towards it, but they thought it was a cartoon, which kind of sucks. But now they know
again,
it's an anime.
it connects to Babatunde's previous point. It was an episodic kind of show and a mysterious and murder and all of these things. Like it appeals. It had wide appeal. So it was the first to do it, but I think Attack on Titan did it better on a grander scale. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I'd agree. Likewise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the end of
So
that topic.
yeah, on that note, I say we'll move on to the next one, and this one's interesting. Yeah, what anime world would you most likely to live in, or what would you like to live in?
Oh, so it's the RDC question that they had, like that little skit,
Yeah, this
and they were
this
just
is
on
a
the
good one.
bench talking. Yeah, I was thinking about that too earlier. I mean, let's knock out a few that I would absolutely hate to live in. I think
Okay.
Attack on Titan, funnily enough, I would absolutely hate to live in fear. That there's this armored guy and there's 60-meter guy that can just absolutely bulldoze everyone at will.
Attack
We're
on
at their will,
Titan is
basically.
depression, bro.
It's
That's what Attack on Titan is.
yeah,
Attack
because
on Titan is hell on earth.
it's literally it's just apocalyptic because there's a few handful of people that can ruin your life and you have no good guys that are strong enough. In a lot of other
Yeah.
animes, there's like, oh, Mother is bad. Don't worry, we have Hashirama who's stronger. Oh, there's
Mm.
Sukuna. Don't worry, we got Gojo. Like there's a good, strong enough guy. If you put Levi up against the enemy, right? No offense, he's individually stronger than any like Titan, pretty much. But how
Yeah.
many million Titans are there? How many tens of thousands of Titans are there? He's not gonna fight them all. And when he's
Of course.
away, what's gonna happen? Because he needs to go with the, what they call again? Yo, I forgot their name. All the Survey Corps. When he's away on a little
Survey
expedition with Survey Corps, somehow every
Mm.
time the Survey Corps leaves, the city just gets destroyed more and more every time they leave, bro. It's
You know
insane.
what? So it is. I think the most interesting, but also it's kind of terrifying world to live in would be Made in Abyss.
Oh,
Yeah,
Made in Abyss, yeah. Made in
yeah.
Abyss is
'Cause
terrifying.
in terms of like world building, I think is one of like the most interesting.
Mm.
Because each layer they have like a different like scene, like what do you
Yeah.
call it?
A different like do you mean
Each layer they have like different like, or one will be like rainforest, one will be like
biome?
desert, maybe kind of like that.
Exactly. But like the dangers of it is just as bad and terrifying, I think. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
think
have one. I mean, obviously, I counted out Attack on Titan, but I have one, and I want to ask if this is an anime or not because I've had this discussion with a lot of people. Um, what about Pokemon? Does that have any manga? Pokemon, any books, light novels
Oh,
Pokemon
you know
that
what?
like it stems from?
technically is a manga. It technically is
Yeah,
an anime,
because
sorry.
it is Japanese, right? Do they have any like light novels
Yeah.
that it's based on, or any manga? They might do, right?
I'm not
I actually don't know.
sure, but they're made by Japanese studios.
Yeah.
So
So I
yeah,
mean,
I mean,
Pokemon would be hella fun. That'd be super fun.
yeah.
And I don't think it's
Pokemon
super
would be
Almost,
fun,
difficult
yeah.
either.
that's what most people say, I think.
Yeah, that's
Pokemon
true.
is too much of a safe option for me though. I need a little bit of a thrill.
I
I
understand.
need
Bro, what do you mean?
I
Get
need
Team
a
each
Rocket
bit.
on you.
Okay,
Team
so
Rocket
I
Disney.
think yeah.
so what
No,
you're
me
saying
personally,
is
yeah.
you wanna die, basically. Okay, I see how it is.
I'm gonna die anyway, right? So, I think yeah, personally, I'd want to live in a world where okay, maybe there's some danger, but I have a way to defend myself also. So I think it would be along the lines of
That's literally
my
Pokemon.
no, My Hero Academia. No, Pokemon is a lot safer than My Hero Academia because like
Of course,
you
yeah.
you get to see how powers in the human society is dealt and managed, and then you get to see crazy powers and like a system and how heroes are managed, rankings and political discourse and stuff. But at the same time, uh, there's crazy fights and stuff happening in the show, but that's because the people with the hero licenses are dealing with that stuff. The people with the the normal quirks, the daily day-to-day life, I'm sure they're not getting involved as much unless there's a massive invasion by
Mhm.
some villains and stuff, and obviously towards the end when of the
Shigaraki
series.
comes up.
Remember
Shigaraki
that is
just rolls in and kills
yeah.
you. One touch done.
That's Japan in particular. Bear that in mind. Remember, there are other cities and countries canonically in My Hero Academia. So
Yeah, of
imagine the
course.
United Kingdom, in My Hero Academia. It might be actually a pretty peaceful place. Yeah, everyone has access to quirks and stuff to make their everyday life easier
Nah,
and more
everyone
interesting.
everyone has knives, bro. Everyone
Everyone's
has knives.
very
All the quirks, all the quirks are
sounds
just knives,
legit.
bro.
Listen, as safe as it can be. Of course, I'm not saying this.
I
It's
mean,
like you're safe at
I'm
all
gonna go
times.
with I'm gonna go with the easy cop out answer. Obviously,
Yeah.
you said wait, you said Made in Abyss, right, Babatunde? You said Made in
Yeah.
Abyss. I haven't heard that, so I
After
can't
hearing
speak
you
on it.
say Pokemon, then I'll change my answer to Pokemon. I'll have to
Hey,
think about it a little bit more.
I think it's just a sellout. It's a sellout.
Just gonna switch it out.
No, it's good. It's good. Well, I mean, it's
Uh,
like it's funny because you were saying it earlier. You want a world where there's bad people, a little bit of a thrill. In this case, Team Rocket, Giovanni, evil
Team
Pokemon.
Rocket,
But
Team Rocket's a
yeah,
thrill.
yeah, bro.
Nah,
Imagine
get out of
fighting them
here,
would be
bro.
so sick, bro.
Yeah,
That'd be
I
so
know, but
sick.
you ain't gonna
So
die
you're
to
you're
Team
you're saying
Rocket.
no, but your thrill is you just dying. That just sounds horrible. My thrill is beating the crap out of other people. Okay, we're two different sides of the coin. Okay,
Alright, fair.
so my thrill is like think about it. Pokemon is like having like a dog, right? A man's best friend, and it's like real life, just amplified better. Because instead of
And
having a
pet,
dog,
yeah.
I'd have like a Charmander, and then he'd become Charmeleon, then Charizard, and I'll be like, yo Charizard, can you just fly to Japan? I want to go to Japan now. He'll be like, yeah, sure,
Mm.
and he'll be like 16 hours. Come, that's fine. I can just stay on Charizard, fly away. That'd be so cool, no?
He's
Plus,
trying to
if you
live
know
in a
it,
bizarre
if
world.
Berserk, no way. That's one of the worst worlds, just practically imaginable, bro. But yeah, I think we answered that question. You said Made in Abyss, Babatunde. Then you switched to Pokemon because of my wisdom. And Wolf just wants to, I don't know. We need to check up on him. He just wants to get, he just wants to die. He does. So we need to check up on him, man. We'll look after. I'll see you later. But yeah, next question. Wait, is this the last
Yeah, but
question?
on that point, no, we've got
Keep on, I
two
think.
more.
Ah, damn! I
On,
want to
on
know the next question.
on that point, we're segueing from My Hero Academia into another My Hero Academia question, and that is,
Ooh.
what quirk from My Hero Academia would you love to have?
Okay,
I'll
he's
start with
answering
you, though.
first. Okay, we'll start with Babatunde. Special guest. Let's go.
I don't even know the quirks, but I need to like search it up.
Okay, we can just
I
search it
don't
up.
even,
I'll
I
answer
don't
it
even
first.
remember, to be
Go on,
honest.
go on, do
Okay,
that.
for me, there's only like three that are feasible. Two of them are sort of destructive because that's just my personality. But
Hmm.
Invisible Girl.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
invisible
invisible.
because it is the way that light reflects off of her that makes her like sort of invisible. So I
Hmm.
think she can sort of weirdly bend and control light if she awakens or whatever. A lot of fan theories about if she awakened her quirk, what would she be? Because you can't be extra invisible, but it's the way that
Hmm.
you manipulate light. And I think that could be just very useful. For example, um, I'm outside. I don't want people to notice who I am. Bam, turn invisible at will. By the way, not that you're visible all the time. Turn
Yeah.
invisible at will. Go outside to wherever, hang out, chill, and then no one can interrupt me. I think that's the most like important, not important, but one of the most useful and like applicable skills to just being in real life. That quirk. The second
Hmm.
quirk I'd have, um, now bringing my destructive side of things is Bakugo's quirk, where he basically his sweat. Okay, and for anyone who knows me, you two both know me. I have the sweatiest hands. Okay, if I squeeze my hands, I could probably feed in a colony. Okay, if they're thirsty, they won't be thirsty anymore. Okay, the amount of sweat I produce and the amount of explosions I can produce with that is insane. I think it'd be kind of cool because Bakugo has used his quirk in like weird ways, really like sick ways, where he explodes off the ground and he goes midair and he starts spinning midair and he can sort of fly in midair by using explosions continuously. He becomes like some sort of like bullet basically, and I think that's kind of pretty sick. Um, and the third one would be Night Eye. It's basically seeing the future slightly ahead of everybody else.
That
You know Night Eye, the future sight.
Maybe.
Wait, you don't know
I just
Night Eye?
watched till
Night Eye.
till like the festival. That's it.
Wait, have
Okay,
you?
Night Eye is
Yeah.
no, he knows Night Eye, but I think Festival Arc is where Night Eye. Oh no, maybe Night Eye is introduced right after. Basically,
Do you know
essentially,
who? Do you know who the big three are? The big three in the MHA Academy, My Hero Academy.
I think so. I watched till
Yeah,
the school festival thing. That's it.
School
I
Festival.
don't even
Where
know if
does
it's
that?
before. Okay, do
And
you
they
know
have
who
like tea
Mirio?
party and
Do you know?
everything.
Do you know who Mirio is?
Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the
His
guy with
teacher.
yellow
But,
hair.
oh
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
yellow hair. Yeah, so there's three of them. Mirio's
Oh
teacher.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mirror's
Mirio's
teacher.
teacher and sensei is Night Eye. So Mirio was meant to get All Might's power, but then All Might
Oh, my
decided to
sister.
skip on him. Yeah,
Mm.
he's All Might's assistant, Night Eye. He's one of his closest friends. He's his assistant, and he has future sight. And it's not even a few seconds. Sometimes he sees years and years, right? So he used a lot of his power to see All Might's future, and he hated the fact that he saw All Might die in a very gruesome and bloody way. That's what he saw, the future. So he was so pessimistic. He tried his all and gave it his all to help All Might survive and not go into these dangerous situations. And I think that's so applicable in real life because a lot of people have that one question: would you rather know how you die or when you die? And that when and how you die is sort of answered with his future sight. It's a two in one. You know exactly when you're gonna die, what situations you're gonna die, and how you're gonna die. It's quite depressing, but you can use it. It's so applicable in real life. I know exactly anything that can happen. If Bitcoin goes up again in 2027, guess what? I'll have 1,000 Bitcoin, and then we can sell it,
Will you
and
be
the
able
three
to
of
see that
us.
though?
Yes, you
I
can see
thought
everything.
it's
You can see
only
the
it
entire
only
future.
see the future of death, like someone dying.
No, because there's a time where he sees Midoriya. He says, "Midoriya, try grab this pen off me." Midoriya bounces around in his office, in Night Eye's office, a billion times, and guess what? Night Eye just moves steps, just slightly, because
Mm.
he knows
Oh
which
yeah.
angle Midoriya is
Oh,
coming from, and he evades the pen consistently.
okay, yeah, right.
So
But
he's
you can use it only once a day too, so you have to bear that in
oh yeah,
mind.
yeah. It's obviously limited, but imagine right now I can just go and see a certain day, like my tomorrow. I can see every day what's gonna happen a day
Yeah, that is very
or two or
useful.
three
That's
ago.
very
Yeah.
useful. Mm. Okay then,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
that's a cool one.
Let's go.
I've got two that I want to pick between. So
Go
obviously
on.
the last question I said that I want to live in My Hero Academia's world, but the reason why is if I got access to one of these two quirks, I'd be a rich bastard. So there's two quirks I could have. The first one was I mentioned this one to you before, MH. It's called New Order, which is the
Oh
quirk that
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Star and Stripe, who is all might of the American nation,
Wait. Okay.
and
Wait.
her quirk.
Babatunde. Have you read the My
Oh, good.
Hero manga?
Yeah, really good. Alright.
Okay, you have. There's no spoilers. Let's go.
No,
Okay,
No.
so wait, well you haven't, Babatunde, you haven't, right?
I think I'm gonna catch up anyways.
Oh, he's gonna
Okay,
catch up
okay.
anyways. So,
Right. Okay, you know what? I won't mention this quirk then because
You
just
might
for
as
the
well.
sake. You sure? You
Yeah,
sure about
yeah,
that?
you might as well.
just say it, bro. Don't
All right.
use it in
All right.
application like what they did, what she did.
Okay. I won't say what the character is actually. I'll just say the quirk. But
Yeah.
the quirk is called New Order, and what it does is allows you to make any rules on anything you touch. But basically, the rules have to fit within the laws of physics. Okay, so you can do two laws in one go, and an example would be like if I touched a table and I said I want this to go flying at 900 miles per hour velocity upwards, and it will do it. So anything within the realms of physics, you can basically install a rule on any inanimate object. That includes air, oxygen, and air particles too. So if I decide that I want oxygen and air particles to push my body upwards, I can learn to fly. But I did it in a loophole way using my quirk. So this quirk just makes you a
Hostage.
physical bloody superpower. Yeah, that's why this character is quite powerful. But doing that to become like an international, worldwide top hero would make you super powerful and super rich. But it would put you in danger. But because you're super strong, you'd be able to defend yourself. Which I mentioned, I could defend
True.
myself. The second quirk though is if I was like a more average person with no super powerful defensive quirk, I would have Ares quirk. So you know the girl with the little horn.
Yeah.
Uh, she can rewind time on any object or person. So if I go and move from Japan or UK to America, open up my private healthcare clinic, and be like, hey, I can de-age you 30 years for $1 million right here, right now. People, the rich billions of the country will do it. I'll have my whole natural armist clinic open. I'll be making these guys money, and then also hero agencies will come by to me and be like, "Yo, I need you to heal me." Because of that, I will set up some bodyguards to defend you, bro. I run the world. I run the world. Okay, so those are the two quirks I
That's
want.
ingenious. I didn't even think about that. Damn.
Those are the two quirks I want. Okay, Babatunde, your turn.
Took a brief look at some of the quirks, and there's one called Copy, Phantom Thief. I just use that to be honest, because you can just copy everyone else's quirks, so it's become a jack of all trades, isn't it? Like, it's not a real downside. It's still whatever
Whoa, whoa,
quirks
whoa.
convenient at the
No,
time.
no, but it's in real life though. It's IRL,
No,
so
no,
there's no
there are
other people in
downsides.
there.
If you
Why
follow
is it?
My Hero Academia's physics, by the way,
Yeah.
copying certain quirks, for example, Midoriya's one, it won't work how you want it to work because some quirks are called stockpile quirks, where they stockpile a lot of energy, and when you release it, it damages your own body. So certain quirks you won't be able to copy it, and you have a limit of about I think 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. Nato Monoma is the quirk copier in the show, yeah.
Oh
So there's a
yeah,
lot of
the
drawbacks.
blonde kid. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of drawbacks to that, but it is pretty useful still.
no, but what I'm trying to, I think it's still applicable mine and yours, but the copy one's not applicable because I thought this question means what would you have in real life, assuming no one else has quirks. So
What do you
you're
Is
the
mean?
it
only human
just
being with a quirk. So the question said,
No,
what
no,
quirk
no.
would you have IRL? Are we in a quirk world already? Like everybody has
Um,
quirks, right? On the reg,
no,
or is
no.
it just you're the only one?
All the all the question is what My Hero Academic quirk would you like to have? But I
Yeah.
tried to make it interesting by tying
No,
it
but
into
are
my
we
previous
assuming
answer.
no, he's copying the
We're not
one
assuming
saying
anything. Yeah.
no, but no, we have to though. Are we like his copy one won't work if no one else has quirks, only he does. Because
Yeah,
where's he gonna
if you make
copy?
that the case, then
Yeah,
yeah.
he has no one else
Okay,
to copy from.
let's assume everyone else has quirks too.
Okay, then I'm gonna change my answer. I'm taking all for one. I'm gonna steal your quirk. What the hell? I'm stealing everybody's quirk.
Okay,
Whoever's, I don't even
all for
care,
one's
bro.
quirk. Oh yeah, you could take an
He's taking everyone's quirk, bro.
Oh
Stop.
yeah, yeah,
He's
you
gonna
could
take
take for
everyone's.
yeah,
I
but
thought
what?
you meant like what one
Oh
can you
wait,
take if no one else
all
has
for
quirks?
one. Stock.
For example, your one's
Oh,
the star and stripe one, right? And his one's
yeah,
the
yeah.
copy one. I'll take both of yours. I'll take whoever has the money one. I'll just take everyone else's because I can't get mine stolen ever. It'll never leave my body once I have it. There's no such thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, no, no. To make it more interesting, I say we should do people without quirks, because that's a really cop out
that's what
quirk.
I was
That's like,
saying. Yeah, yeah.
well,
That's what the
that's the only
yeah.
logical answer. Only logical
That's why
answer would be to
that's what I was
um
saying. Because then his copy quirk is useless. Because who's he getting copy
yeah,
from? He can't copy anyone.
can't copy anyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Sorry,
guess I'll
Baba
probably just
Tunde.
stick Todoroki's quirk. It's a bit basic, but
Fine.
it's kind of
Ice.
cool.
Half
No, that's
Kind
fair.
of
That's
cool.
a good one. I had that on my
Nah,
mind as well. Because whenever you're cold, just heat your body up. Whenever you're hot, just cool your body down. You're half and half.
yeah.
Yeah, true.
IRL,
You
that
don't
is
go
a
through
useful
anything.
quirk. Yeah,
Yeah, very
definitely.
useful, bro.
But I still think Aries quirk is the most profitable if you live in America. So so yeah. Um,
Yeah, true, true, true.
Okay, all right. On that note,
Last
guys, moving on
question.
to the
Last
final
question. Come
question.
on.
The final question. And Babatunde, this is actually kind of directed towards you as our special guest today. And that is, why is Gintama rated so high in my anime list, yet no one knows the damn show or watches it?
Yeah, it's a goat. That's why. That's why it's high rated. Okay. First of all,
Okay.
is I would say my top anime of all time. I think so. And
Interesting.
the reason why it's rated so highly, like all the seasons, is also because people who have seen and like the first season, they'll go on to watch the next seasons. So only people who like the anime will watch the next seasons. So that's why it's highly rated. But the first season is also very highly rated because I would say world building, character building, humor, it has everything. So it's
You
probably
Yeah,
why
I
know,
it's so
mean,
high rated.
yeah, from the point of view of
well,
someone who hasn't seen it, right? I get the feeling that it's a Psyche K type of show, the humor, comedy, etc. But would you say it's different to that?
It does have a bit of that element, but it's also it has like what do you call it? It incorporates like other anime as well. So they have like spin-off of like Naruto, One Piece. all that stuff. They include that as well.
Is it a serious show? Does it have like an actual plot line?
Serious? You would have to watch the first 200 or like 100 episodes before it
Holy
starts getting a bit
shit.
serious. But
Yeah.
but through the
Yes.
but through the comedy, it also incorporates some of the story. But it's a bit of a slow burner, and the animation isn't like top quality until later seasons.
I
That's
see.
a
I
bit of
see.
the
Okay, so
downside.
what I'm gonna do now is the three of us are gonna rate it out of 10 based on what we think about the show, and we're gonna give it average score
Yeah.
and then compare it to MHA. Not MHA. What the hell? My anime list.
So minor minutes. Okay, interesting.
So
All right, let's do that.
yeah, what would you rate it, FM out of 10 if you're being completely serious? Babatunde,
Wait,
you
what?
there? Babatunde.
Wait, what?
My anime list. What would you? No, blah, blah, blah. What would you rate Gintama, bro? Realistically,
Easy 10, bro.
just say a
Easy.
10. Just easy. Yeah.
Yeah. I just said
Okay.
So
it's like the favorite anime
you
of all
think
time.
it's better? It's better than Frieren. It's better than Attack on Titan. It's
One
better than all
Piece.
of these. One Piece.
Best
Uh,
plot shows.
You
Yeah,
really
man.
think Gintama's the top? Yeah, like genuinely the top.
I think so.
Wow.
Okay.
And
Probably.
what's the
I'm
main
gonna.
factor that draws you to it so much? What is the main
In
factor?
fact, probably the character development. Like every
Okay.
single character is like well developed, and the story's crazy, and
Yeah,
the
that's
humor as
also why
well.
Game of Thrones was so popular at MH. Is I guess it's similar. Like in
Yeah.
terms of character development, storytelling, it's like the whole cast is developed. Naruto made that mistake.
And one more
Yeah.
thing, in terms of like comedy anime, I would say this is like top two. Yeah,
No,
easily, in my
should I
opinion.
tell you the funniest anime ever? Like,
What?
you guys
Grand
might
Blue.
agree with me if you've seen it.
Grand
Have
Blue.
you guys? No, Grand Blue is funny, but this is funny. Have you guys seen Prison School?
Yes, I
Bro,
have. I have.
Prison School
that is
is
not that funny.
so funny, bro. That is the funniest show I've ever seen in anime, at least.
That's the thing.
In
I need to
terms of
watch.
comedy anime,
I need to watch
No,
Gintama.
Prison School is funnier than Grand Blue, honestly. But yeah,
no way.
no, Grand Blue is funny, but Prison School was different. Prison School was different. I think Prison School is funnier, in my opinion.
You know,
But
different sense of humor, bro.
sorry.
You know, I don't think you're thinking with your head.
No, trust
Exactly.
me, I
He's
am.
not thinking with.
Yeah.
He's not thinking with
What,
his brain, but he's
MH, have
thinking.
you seen Grand Blue?
I think I've seen like 3 episodes of Babatunde,
Okay, yeah,
and it's
you need
actually
to
quite
watch
funny. It's the diving
Prison
one,
School
right?
and
Where they
Grand
have
Blue.
like they're by the water and shit, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
diving anime,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's marketed as a diving anime, but
Yeah, but there's a
yeah,
lot of other elements that I haven't seen yet. But
yeah.
okay, let's write. So Gintama, you said it's a 10. Wolf, what
Yeah.
would you say? Babatunde said
I
it's
mean,
a
I
10.
haven't
What would
seen
you
it,
say?
have you?
I haven't seen it, so I can't
From what you
just
know,
like. But from what I've seen, what I know, right, it's probably a good show. Definitely, don't get me wrong. But like, it doesn't have. It's like secretly good, which I don't understand why. So on that note, I'd give it like a 7.8.
7.8.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give it 0. And then we divide that by 3. And then we divide that by
Alright,
3,
cool.
so we get average of 5.9
Uh,
rating. On my
yeah,
anime
it's-
list, it's
Right.
9.05.
Nice. No, that's season 4.
Okay. Crazy difference.
Yeah, they
That's
have
full
4.
season, like, yeah.
There's like 4 different types of Gintama, and they're rated 9.05, 9.03, 9.03,
Yeah.
9.02.
We smoking
Bro,
that
what the hell?
Gintama pack. Wow.
Bro,
We
nah,
smoking
this
that
is crazy.
Gintama pack right now.
Because
Yeah,
what is the
so,
first season rated?
The
the
first
first
season.
season.
Yeah, I think it's like rated 8, maybe.
Wait, Gintama was. It's just Gintama.
It's
It doesn't show anything else.
8.3. What the hell?
Yeah, that's season 1. That's season 1.
Bloody hell. And that's like whole like 100 episodes plus, or 200. Damn.
200, something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, Gintama, the original one. Oh, maybe basically it's like a little quotation mark at the end of the name. That is a different season.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering about. There's so many high rated
The
ones.
original one was in 2006, and that one was rated. Let me see.
Oh, 8.3, you said.
8.93.
Oh, 8.93. Oh, yeah, it is. There we go. 201 episodes. Wait, so the average
Yeah.
rating amongst us three was 5.9. So they're clearly smoking something wrong. That's why superior.
8.93. Damn. From a 2006 show?
Bro, there's 7 different ratings for Gintama, and the lowest is like 8.88. There has to be
That's
something.
Just
crazy.
show it's got consistency in it. Come on.
Yeah, no, damn, that's crazy. Or they just have absolutely deluded Nigerian warlord fans. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of what is this, episode 3? I don't even remember. I think it's episode
Yeah.
3rd episode. Yeah, it is.
They give
It's,
it a
uh,
couple other animes
Go on, man. Give some recommendations. You're the special guest. You can end the session.
recommendations.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I would say um, what's something everyone's seen? Vinland Saga. How about that?
Finland's a
Oh yeah,
banger.
I heard that's peak. I haven't watched it, but
Unequivocal banger. Like, Vinland is one of those shows like Fullmetal Alchemist. Like, everyone has personal favorites, but like, I don't think you can go wrong with that show. It's just
yeah.
perfect.
I mean, I've never
That's it.
seen it,
Easy 10.
but I've never seen it. But
What?
the people I speak to, yeah, I know it's so bad. I haven't seen it, but the people I speak to that watch like even very few esoteric animes, and they're very like they hate a lot of animes and they love a lot of animes. Like very few, right? They love
Esoteric.
Vinland Saga.
What do you mean by that?
Esoteric means like very opinionated, and it's very hard to like because you have to get used to it over time. So, for example,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
different
Each.
foods, right? Yeah, so there's different foods basically out there that a lot of people like. Like most people like chicken, most people like lamb, some people like fish, right? But there's gonna be some
Yeah.
next food that's
Yeah.
only like 5 people in the world like,
You mean
and
an
I know a
acquired
few
taste?
people. Yeah, acquired taste. There we go. And these people
Yeah.
within acquired taste, they love Vinland Saga, but they hate
Mm.
other animes which might be similar. So it's very strange. So I need to get
If
on that.
you
Yeah.
if you like historical set piece shows or like
hmm
Vikings and like
Yeah,
the
Vikings are cool.
that type of stuff, then I think you would definitely like Finland.
Well, thank you for putting me on. And I
Layered
think this is the
characters
end
as well.
of the podcast. Anything else to say?
If you
Okay.
want to send your bank account details, put my email in the description. Yeah,
In the comments, you mean in the comments.
yeah, I got some great
Wait,
deals
yo.
lined up.
So wait, what is it? It's a Bubbleton Day 419 at
Come
ngscammer.com, right?
on, man.
Yeah, that's the one.
419. That's the
Scammer,
website.
scammer with a 4 instead of an
He's
A.
competing. He's competing with big India scammers as well. So like, yeah, he's up there. He's up
Oh
there.
yeah, true, true. But yeah, thank you for anyone listening to the 3rd episode of the podcast, and yeah, see ya.